When you try and say the past and then we talk about changing the past, it feels a bit blocked. But actually, if you look at the experience of the past that we all have, no one's ever experienced a past. You just have memory. So if I said, well, tell me about the past, you'll go to your memory. You don't go to the past. So when you think about, rather than thinking I'm someone that has a past and a future, you think of yourself as being someone that, you know, who's living in the now between the past and the future. You then think of yourself as someone who is the now with memory and imagination. And once you realize that the past is actually in you as memory, not like a trail behind you, like a tail, whereas in fact, actually, if it becomes you're just here with memory and imagination, we're not moving from a past to a future, you're exploring memory and imagination. And as you release that idea of change my past, we're saying you can play with your memory. It's your memory. But because we have those emotional attachments to each memory, almost those emotions that underpinned the memory at the time, they create the rope. Once you remove those emotions that belong to the energy state of how you are now, a lot of the thing I think we're in this therapy of releasing emotions and allowing them to be, is that as soon as you do that, you find that your past becomes softer, more playful. Because when you look at memory and imagination, they're kind of the same thing. So as soon as you open up your past, you'll open up your future. I look at it as a 5-year-old child who maybe, or a 3-year-old child who doesn't have that much of a rope because they haven't got too many of the emotions that have drawn together. And so what are they doing constantly? Dreaming. We dream in the sense of what if, not what if on a negative sense. And often your dreaming is interrupted by your idea of how things were, and to actually not take so much notice of what's happening around us. That gets in the way of how things can be. So being able to be playful is the key.